This is Jeff Hudgens with Ability Lock and Key again. I'm sitting in a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee, all keys lost. I've generated an Alltel remote. Didn't have the exact button configuration. It's actually got an extra one. We're going to try it anyway, see what happens. So I'm using the Alltel KM100 today. We're going to see if we can't get this to work. We are working on establishing a communication right now.
Okay.
Seems to be a slow process. Okay.
Okay.
Now we're at this point. We're going to hit control unit. We're going to read immobilizer password. And you know what? I bet you I'm going to need internet.
Okay, we have the internet now.
Okay. Got the hazard lights on, ignition turned off, internet on. We're going to hit OK. We're reading the password. It says it requires internet connection. Hit OK. Network check failed, so it still hasn't established a connection with my machine just yet. So we'll escape and start over. Okay, it says it's got it. All right, it says it's communicating with the vehicle. This could take anywhere from 1 to 10 minutes. So we're going to pause the video and we'll come back at you in a minute. Okay, we have our password. It says 3538. I always write that down. Could take a screenshot, but just 3538. And a lot of times it'll retain that. So we'll hit OK. Again, we're communicating. Let's go back. Now, keyless system. And we're going to go to key learning. We're going to check number of keys first, see what it says. It says 2. So we'll go back to key learning. Please make sure the ignition is off. Okay. Yes, we want to continue. It shows our PIN number of 3538. Okay. And asks for verification, and we're good. Now, hold the proximity near this start and stop button, and complete the following procedure within 30 seconds. And it's waiting to tell us what that procedure is. Continually press and release the unlock button until you hear the doors. I'd be tickled to death if I heard the door locks right now. Hey, it did it.
Yes.
There we go. Going back to establishing communication with the vehicle. Current number of keys changed from 3. Learning successful. Do you want to learn? Can't talk. Do you want to learn the next key? No, we do not. We are done, supposedly. Let's check our buttons and see what all we have working. So this is the lock. That works. Unlock works. Let's see. Let's try. Panic button works.
It's lit up, but it's not opening. There it goes. Yep. Yep.
Okay, that button works. So we'll see if it'll close back.
Oh, does it close it?
Okay.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, okay. Now let's see if remote start works. And
She's a runner.
It's a runner.
Okay.
Yeah, so we will go back and we will make the emergency key now. I always do this first to make sure everything works this way before I go and make the emergency key. That way we don't waste time if for some odd reason the key doesn't want to program in. So we'll get back to you here in just a minute. Okay, we're going to use the CY24 leashy. Basically works on all Chrysler vehicle types. We're going to pick this and then get some readings. What a nice day to be out working. Temperature's almost right. Just a little hot in the sun, but overall pretty good day. No rain. You don't want to be doing this in the rain. Not as fun. There it is. Okay, now I'm going to get my readings to cut the key by. So just for security's sake, I'm not going to be spouting out numbers because this is a customer's car. But I am going to write them down so that when I get back down to the van, we can cut a key and then we can test it. All right. Okay, I have my key loaded and I'm going to put in the cuts that we had, which is basically cuts 2 through 8. And it'll still come up with a valid code, but actually cut 1 is used in ignition locks and we do not have an ignition lock since this is push button start. So, but it still works out under that particular code series. So first cut we don't know, and then we got the other cuts here. All right, and we will cut the key. Okay, we're going to take that key now, and we're going to step up to the Jeep Grand Cherokee, and we're going to see if it will turn. We're back at the Jeep Grand Cherokee, got the key cut, let's insert it here, and it works. So at this point, I won't bore you with this part, but we will open up this prox, we will insert the blade. Easier said than done. Put the pliers in my pocket so I don't leave them behind. The blade would be inserted here, and then we will have a small screw that we tie down here, and it'll hold it in place, and then it'll all go back together, and we'll collect our money. So remember, folks, you cannot change the past. So live for today and plan for tomorrow.